Jason Holder said that he has no interest in captaining the West Indies cricket team. But with Ralston Chase not deserving of a spot in the squad, much less to captain the team, with Alzarri Joseph's fitness level unknown, and it's probably too early to ask Jaden Seals to lead the team. Who else should captain the West Indies team except the former captain, Jason Lazy Holder? Hello everyone, and welcome to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. I thank you for being here, and I really appreciate your company, and I'm so happy that I can be here. Very, very happy. And when I speak to you, it gives me a sense of relief and allows me to take my mind off all the happenings as I continue to work and recover. Now, what we do know is that the team for the test series in New Zealand have not yet been selected. And as the caption say, would it be a mistake or will it be a masterstroke to give Jason Holder back the captaincy for this West Indies team? Now, should Jason Holder become captain of that team? And by the way, I must say that I am in favor of Jason Holder taking over the captaincy of the West Indies team instead of Ralston Chase. I have said it on many occasions that Ralston Chase should be nowhere near this West Indies test team. It is like committing suicidal empathy. But should he becomes captain, there are some issues that would arise. Because first, where will he bat? He batted at 6 in our last series against England in England. And he performed well at a West Indies standard. So in this team, he could bat at 6. But if he's batting at 6, where Imlach bats, where Justin Greaves bat, can Holder and Greaves play in the same team together? Will Jason Holder be playing more as a batsman, or will he be playing as an all-rounder batting at number 6 and taking up the responsibility of that 5th bowler? So having Jason Holder as captain will definitely cause some shake-up, but he's my choice. Jason Lazy Holder is my choice to captain the West Indies test team. Now, there are some questions that we have to ask though. Apart from the obvious two, where will he bat? Or will his presence affect the dynamics of the team? We have to ask ourselves, can he last 5 days? Can he last a test match? Does he have the fitness level to last a test match? And as I thought about that, I saw a comment recently from Iceland cricket. In Iceland, the shortest day of the year is December 21st. And on December 21st, there's sunlight for less than 5 hours, 4 hours and some minutes. I'll take a few comments after this. I would love to hear your feedback. So there are sunlight for about 4.5 hours. And the secretary of the Icelandic Cricket Association said 4.5 hours is enough time to bowl out West Indies twice in Test cricket. So probably we should not be thinking of West Indies lasting 5 days in a Test match, because we cannot. Is that something that we do very often? So the Iceland Cricket Association was taking a jab of us. So I think in where Jason Holder should bat, not where he should bat, if he can last the 5 days, maybe that I don't really need to think that way. But can he last 3 days or even 4 days? But that's something that we have to ask. If he's a captain, can he last a Test match? The next thing we have to ask ourselves is that, does Jason Holder wants to play Test cricket? Well, you know the rumors out there. When Sammy took over as head coach for the Test team, the rumor has it that he approached Jason Holder to captain the West Indies Test team, and he turned it down. And that's why then they went to Chase. We also know for a fact, this is that rumor, that before the Test team was selected for India, there were extensive discussion between Jason Holder and Darren Sammy. And during those discussions, Jason Holder remains evasive. He was very evasive in those discussions. And when the Test team was selected for India, Holder came out and said he never told anyone he doesn't want to play. But then you have to understand the PR behind Jason Holder saying that. Because while he can say, I never told anyone I don't want to play, he still could not say, I told them that I want to play. Because those discussions that he had with Darren Sammy have always been evasive, and he never gave Darren Sammy any commitment. So while he never said he don't want to play, he didn't say that he wanted to play. So when he came out in the interview, because Jason Holder is a smart guy, and if you understand the public relation, the PR, that when these guys speak, because the feeling is that he doesn't want to play Test cricket, but he wants to maintain the goodwill of the West Indies supporters, because there's no doubt that Jason Holder has some goodwill among West Indies supporters, and he wants to maintain that. And at the same time, he didn't want to lie to the interviewer. So he said, I never told anyone I don't want to play. Yeah, you get it? But he could not have said, I told him I want to play. So when Darren Sammy heard that, so he went on the interview and said, I never told anyone I don't want to play. When Darren Sammy heard that, Darren Sammy said, oh, you want to play? You have been evasive when I'm talking to you, but you want to play. All right, come to India. And he said, oh, man, I have a pre-planned medical procedure. Another excuse. I'm not saying that he did not have a pre-planned medical procedure. But 2 weeks after that, he was in Bangladesh playing in the white ball series. So what could have been this medical procedure? I am thinking probably something to do with his dentist, because he had a pre-planned medical procedure. I don't know about Jason Holder health. I am just speculating here. But was it something to do with his dentist, which if he really wanted to represent the West Indies in Test cricket, that is something that he could have put off. Because he had a pre-planned medical procedure, but 2 weeks after that medical procedure, he was in India. He was in Bangladesh representing the West Indies. So my interpretation of the pre-planned medical procedure was something that could have happened another time. Maybe it could have had, but maybe it is something. Maybe it was something like dentures. But because he doesn't want to play cricket, he comes up with that excuse. One of the things that I have to ask myself, does Jason Holder wants to play Test cricket? I think I could negotiate with him and giving him the captaincy would let him want to play, maybe just for this one series in New Zealand. So I would go with Jason Holder for the captaincy. Now, there are three other things that I want to discuss quickly because soon I said I'll take some of your comments. Thank you for tuning in. The links are in the video description. You can support the Cricket Forum recovery, and you can also support the Cricket Forum store. It's a good time to support the Cricket Forum store because that will aid in the recovery process. Now, three things. One, Geese. I heard persons saying that Jason Holder deliberately run Geese out in the third T20 International. I don't believe that. I don't think he did. I think it was just inexperience on the part of Geese because basically the ball was going straight to Santa. It was a pitched up delivery. I think it was a full toss. Jason Holder stroked it off. Geese was backing up too far. And he could not beat the return from Santa to the non-striker's end by the time he's turned around. And I just believe that it was inexperience because I think in the West Indies, he would have probably got a single for that. If he was playing like, say, in our regional 4-day tournament or a Super 50, he would have probably got a single for it because our fielders on a scoop down on it. And because he's a young man, and I just think that it was inexperience. He think one was there, and that's why he got run out. So I don't think that Jason Holder ran him out. I don't think so. The conspiracy theory, though, is that we know that cricketers of older generation in the West Indies team, we know that they do not want the younger ones to do better than them. We know that. And we know that when young players comes into the squad, they try to indoctrinate them so that they do not achieve more than them. Now, we also know that if these younger players do not listen to them and do not fall in line, they will try to sabotage these younger players. We know those things. They will try to sabotage them. And if you are running out of man, because I told you before I ran out Chris Gayle in a match because he was trying to form the strike on me and I ran him out. Maybe since I start talking, he knew that I deliberately ran him out. But yes, but when you're running out of man, you have to make it look real, You can't make it looks like, you deliberately do it. So maybe I'm here saying that Jason Holder did not run out of Geese and it's just a matter of inexperience on his part. But who to tell? Maybe he did run him out. But I still gonna stick by my point of view that I think that, yes, lazy Holder could have sent back the young man a little earlier, but I really think that it was just a genuine mistake on the youngster backing up too far. The third thing that we are hearing being discussed is that in the second T20, that Matthew Ford should not have taken the singer off the last ball of the 19th over. And I'm saying to myself, Matthew Ford alone could not run the singer. Rovman Powell, every time that you have a singer, the two batsmen must have to agree. So they're saying that Powell would have been more capable of getting the 14. Well, it would have been 15 if they never ran the singer, the 15 of the last over. So they shouldn't, Matthew Ford should not have run the singer. And I'm telling you what the person said. They never said they. The argument, and you heard it all over social media, Matthew Ford should not run the singer. And the Trinidadians are trying to make it out like it's a Barbadian thing. But I think Matthew Ford should have run the singer, and Basil is trying to tell me no, that he shouldn't have run the singer. He should have. Now, if there are 60 balls to be batted, I'd prefer to have Ravman Powell trying to back those 60 deliveries than Matthew Ford. But when it's only 6 deliveries, I think that Ford is as good as Powell to get the 14 from the 6 deliveries. If it's only 6 deliveries, I think Ford have a half century of 13 deliveries. You know, so I don't have a problem with with them taking the single off the last ball of the 19th over. And Percy's trying to say Ford took the single. It can't be Ford that took the single. It must be both of them. If it was Ford alone that was running, one of them would have been run out. And I still believe, I still stand by it, that it was the right decision to take the single of that last delivery. And persons who want to say otherwise and to make it a Barbados thing, they are wrong. They are wrong. I think with only 6 deliveries left to go, yes, Ravman Powell's skill set is higher than that of Matthew Ford when it comes to batting. Yes, his skill set is higher. But when it's only 6 deliveries, Matthew Ford has shown that he can do it. And the facts are, the first ball, Duffy, was it Duffy? Yes, Duffy nailed it. It was a dot ball. The second ball, Ford hit it for 4. The third ball, Ford hit it for 4 more. The fourth ball, they got a single. So it was 5 needed from 2 deliveries. Ravman Powell no one strike. Slow delivery, swung too early, top edge it, the short third man is out. So I do not have a problem. I never have a problem with that. So the other thing now that I want to say quickly, before I try to come to your comments and just rush through this very quickly, just a few comments. I won't be able to take a lot of comments, you know, is that Gregory Brathwaite, you saw the headline, Gregory Brathwaite resigned, rubbish. He was sacked. He was told to leave. He was told that if you don't resign, you'll be sacked. You'll be removed from the international panel. So resign. We are giving you the opportunity to resign because you serve West Indies cricket so well. And one of the things that I've always given Gregory Brathwaite credit for was, I think it was in the late 90s, just at the turn of the century. I want to believe it was the late 90s. West Indian umpires went on strike, and Gregory Brathwaite was a young umpire who have just finished his umpiring course, and he was one of the few umpires who break ranks with the West Indies Cricket Umpires Association and decide to umpire the Red Stripe Cup matches. And he have been rewarded for his loyalty. But don't believe the headlines. Gregory Brathwaite was sacked. He should have been asked to be stepped down a long time because he turns out to be... He's not one of the umpires that I rate a lot. I just think that he was poor, but I think he was always rewarded for what he did at the turn of the century. And it was a reward. So those are the 4 points that I just quickly want to make a review. I think Jason Holder should be the captain of the West Indies team going to New Zealand, although there's a lot of things that would have need to iron out if he's the captain. I don't think that he ran out Ogis. I just think Ogis ran out because of inexperience. I don't think that Matthew Ford taking the single of the last ball of the 19th over in the second T20 international was a wrong decision. I think it was the right decision. And fourthly, Gregory Brathwaite was asked to resign. He was told, resign or be sacked. I thank you for being here. I really appreciate your company. Juna Benjamin, good to see you, man. Good to see you. All of them aren't care test cricket. Okay, care about test cricket. Big up yourself, Christopher Bristol. Wish you a year, man. Good to see you here, Christopher Bristol. Yes, good to see you here. Yeah, man. Winston King is saying, good morning, Carlton. Nice to hear from you, given all that is going on in Jamaica. Yes, it's Winston King. I'm telling you, man. You know, you're Winston King. You remember the last Hurricane Beryl? We were doing relief effort for others. No, boy, I can't do that. Yeah, big up, Mr. Casanova. Big up. Really appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Why they sack Gregory Brathwaite? I'd have explained that well, he's a poor umpire. Definitely, that's why they sack him. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I appreciate your company. Tomorrow evening is the fifth and final T20 internationals. If I can do a watch along, I'll try and do it. Hopefully, I don't know. The main issues that still, you know, there's some, I have suffered infrastructure damage, as I would have said, and there's also no electricity. But I'll, you know, as a man, I have to crack on. You know, and I have to do what needs to be done. But yeah, I'm physically okay, but psychologically, and you know, so thank you. But psychologically, I don't think I am, but I'm trying to get there. But it's never a good thing when it comes to infrastructure damage. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. It was good talking to you. Have a wonderful day now, everyone. Take care.